This is News at 8 on Remo TV. I am Oyerinde Damlola. First, the headlines. WAEC concludes arrangements as 1.6 million candidates register. The Metallurgical and Vocational Institute set to improve lives. Hon Adewunmi Onawuga. Dapo Abiodun says zero tolerance for cultism in Shagamu. South Africa's Cyril Ramaphosa visits looted Soweto malls. Everton to sign Townsend on free transfer. Obi Franklin and Lillian Esoro celebrate their son's 5th birthday in style.
My family looks forward every day to a wonderful breakfast with Olajesu bread. They enjoy every bit of it.
My customers, they enjoy my food more and more since the day where I began sell Olajesu bread. In fact, myself they happy. Olajesu bread is sweet well.
Get a nutritious feeling with Olajesu bread. Available in famous better bread, whole wheat, first slice. Olajesu bread, very nutritious.
On our top stories, WAEC concludes arrangements as 1.6 million candidates register. No fewer than 1.6 million candidates are expected to participate in this year's West African Senior School Certificate Examination, scheduled to begin on August 16th. The head of National Office of West African Examination Council, WAEC, Mr. Patrick Arega, gave the figure in an interview with the News Agency of Nigeria on Sunday in Lagos. Arega said that the council was working day and night toward accommodating some schools still bordering it with late registration. He said that development was taking its toll on council's operations. Arega said ahead of the conduct of the 2021 WAEC, the council was working with relevant stakeholders to ensure a hitch-free examination for school candidates in spite of some challenges. As I have always said, conducting examination is not a tea party. It is a huge task and requires collaboration of all critical stakeholders in the media. It requires a lot of preparations and even more, especially in the face of the rising cases of insecurity and the resurgence of coronavirus pandemic in the country. In conducting this examination, we also want to ensure the lives of all those involved, including council staff, and materials are properly secured. Our arrangement for the successful conduct of our upcoming examination, therefore, is on top gear as we are ensuring that we do not leave any stone unturned, he said. Arega noted that examination conduct required money and other resources. According to him, the entire process of conducting the examination, from printing of examination materials, distributing them and ensuring security, to recruitment of ad hoc staff and printing certificates, is a huge financial burden. Arega gave the assurance that WAEC would continue to do all it could to stay afloat. It is what the council has been doing, and we want to ensure we continue in that excellent tradition. He noted that West African School Certificate was internationally accepted and required protection of its integrity. Therefore, in order not to allow anything reduce that standard, we shall be collaborating with the federal and state ministries of health and education, as well as the police and other security agencies. This is in a bid to ensure that all precautionary measures are in place before, during and after the examination, Arega said. On state news, the Metallurgical and Vocational Institutes set to improve lives, Hon Adewunmi Onawuga. The Member House of Representatives representing Remo Federal Constituency has said the bill for setting up of a Metallurgical and Vocational Institute in Remo land will improve the lives of artisans and many more. She said this in an interview with our correspondent. She said the bill, now at an advanced stage, would help cushion the effect of unemployment to a large extent, as it will be of international standard.
Metallurgical and Vocational Training Institute in Remo Now, let me tell you about the advantages first. First of all, we have a lot of handymen, especially those who are not learned, but they know the job. What we need to do is to have like a system that can train them and give them a certificate. Because in Nigeria, we credit certificates more than experience. These people have experience, but they don't have any academic qualification to back it up. So if we have a methodological and vocational training institute, they can do their vocation, learn, get their pass mark, and then go into the methodological training. You know, the institute can be developed into a university. So it's an a certificate awarding institute. So it's a lot of advantage for, especially for most of our handymen, our artisans that just learn the trade and don't have any academic qualification.
Still on state news, Dr. Abiodun says zero tolerance for cultism in Shagamu. The executive governor of Ogun State, Prince Dr. Abiodun, has said his government has zero tolerance for cultism, either in Shagamu or anywhere in Ogun State. The governor said this while attending to a large crowd at the Itaoba Palace of the Akaribo Remo land. The governor, who came in a campaign for the Shagamu local government chairmanship election coming up next week Saturday, 24th of July 2021, says he's setting up an anti-cultism squad, most especially in Shagamu, that Shagamu is a land of peace and so must remain peaceful.
Every child deserves quality education. Every child deserves a school that promotes academic excellence through rigorous standard. Transatlantic International College, Shagamu, a school with a blend of Nigerian and British curriculum. At Transatlantic International College, we're committed to excellence in academic pursuits and leadership skills development in our students. Our teachers are well trained to meet the challenges of different learning in an environment that is conducive for learning. We have excellent boarding facilities, recreational facilities including swimming, taekwondo, football, and table tennis. Transatlantic International College, Shagamu. Admission 2021 process starts with the common entrance examination from 6th of March 2021 till July 24, 2021. Transatlantic International College, Shagamu, 113 Hospital Road, Ayegbami, Shagamu, Ogun State. Call for more information 008-313-4497. Transatlantic International College, developing and nurturing future leaders through academic excellence and sound moral teachings.
On international scene, South Africa's Cyril Ramaphosa visits looted malls in Soweto. South Africa President Cyril Ramaphosa visited 3 shopping centers in Soweto on Sunday to help clean up damaged businesses. Malls of the KwaZulu-Natal and Gauteng provinces were amongst the most affected by the violence and looting that gripped the country for the last 10 days. Unrest started after the former South African president, Jacob Zuma, started serving a 15-month sentence for contempt of court for refusing to comply with a court order to testify at a state-backed inquiry investigating allegations of corruption while he was in service. Protests quickly escalated into theft in township areas. In Durban, rioters attacked retail areas and industrial centers where they emptied warehouses and set them alight. More than 2,500 people were arrested for theft and vandalism, and 212 have died, Ramaphosa told the nation on Friday. Many who died were trampled to death while looting shops, police said. We are all really concerned about what happened here, but we are also saying we have learned valuable lessons, Ramaphosa told reporters in Soweto. We have learned important lessons, and the most important lesson is, in the end, we must tighten up our security forces, but we must also ensure that the defense of our democracy is firmly in the hands of our people, he added. This visit to Soweto also took place on Mandela Day, an international event during which citizens are urged to dedicate 67 minutes of voluntary and community service to honor the legacy of former South African president and father of the nation, Nelson Mandela. On sports, Everton to sign Townsend on free transfer. Everton closed up on free transfer for Andros Townsend, who left Crystal Palace on the expiry of his deal in June and is set to reunite with Rafael Benitez. Andros Townsend is undergoing a medical at Everton ahead of completing his move to Goodison Park on a free transfer. The 30-year-old had been without a team since his deal at Crystal Palace expired in June. Townsend and new Everton boss, Rafa Benitez, worked together at Newcastle between March and June 2016, but could not avoid the Magpies' relegation to Championship. In June, Townsend said Everton was making the right move by securing Benitez as their new boss. "I played under Rafa at Newcastle, so I know how good of a manager he is," he said. "He's good on training pitch. He's always trying to work hard and he's a good man as well." So taking out the rivalry, taking out the Liverpool-Everton, for on-pitch reasons, I think it's really good appointment. On entertainment, Ubi Franklin and Lilian Esoro celebrate their son's 5th birthday in grand style. The Nigerian music mogul, Ubi Franklin, and his ex-wife, Lilian Esoro, teamed up to celebrate their son, Jaden's 5th birthday. The former celebrity couple invited close friends and family over the weekend as they turned up for their birthday boy. Among those who turned up for the party with their children include video director Jude Okoye and celebrity stylist Yomi Casual. Esoro and Franklin got married in November 2015 in an elaborate and flamboyant wedding. A year after the marriage, the couple who had a son together, Jaden, went their separate ways. Their marriage was officially dissolved in 2021. And that's it on the news at 8 on Remo TV. For more news updates, you can follow us on all our social media platforms: Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and Instagram at Official Remo TV. You can also visit our website www.remotv.com.ng. I am Oyerinde Damlola. Good night.